like to say thank you to everyone out there that is part of our traveling family. And thanks for coming along. Yes, we're back in the TAD studios because I wanted to head over to the parks this weekend, but it's wine and dine race weekend. So I try to stay away from the parks and Disney property for a little bit, at least till Sunday afternoon when all that's done. Got a little boo-boo on my thumb there, having a little coffee. I just want to talk to you guys, and I know this is just wanted to talk to you guys. I've gotten addicted to YouTube watching these Destiny places that have background music. You can probably hear my background music in the back. And this one is of Germany. I'm watching of Germany. And I also watch Switzerland and Norway and Denmark, all those faraway countries, as I like to say. And it got me to thinking, I'm approaching my 59th year on this beautiful planet Earth. I've had a fantastic life with my family, and it's been a wonderful one with Michelle, which has been absolutely the best thing that ever happened in my life. Then I had 2 daughters, which have been the best things that happened in my life. And they brought me 2 sons, which have been the best things that happened to my life. But I was sitting here thinking, I wish back when, I'm gonna go old man, old school. You guys don't like to hear this. Oh, I remember when. But anyway, I wish back when I was 25, 20s, early age, somebody would have said, Todd, you need to document everything you do. Where you've been, what you see, the good times, the bad times. You need to document everything you do. I now kick myself as I approach my 59th year that I didn't do that, because you get caught up in so much life that you forget of what you've done and where you've been and what you've seen and where you're going and how much you were in debt, how much money you've saved, how much this, how much that. You forget a lot of things, and you sometimes think, man, I just have not had a great time on this earth. And others will say, man, I've had a fantastic time on this earth. So I was just sitting, and I don't mean to be sentimental. I know it's an early morning video because I'm going to release this real early in the morning so you guys can see it when you're having your coffee. By the way, everybody always asks me about this coffee mug. Do you recognize what it is? This is a sample that Michelle did. I took a picture of the Contemporaries wall art and put it on the mug because I like the monorail there. But I wish back then somebody would have said, do this for yourself so you can look back. Journals. Hey, now I know what a diary and a journal is. I never understood that. I never thought the importance of that. They're important. But I was thinking, okay, I'm going to start keeping a log. Luckily for me, 5 years ago, by the pure happenings of the world and by the motivation of my beautiful wife, Michelle, we started a YouTube channel. We didn't know what we were going to do. Well, we did. We were going to do a food quest and this, and we've done a lot of things on that channel, but it has been able to where I can go back and relive some of those moments and watch them on TV, which is why I say everyone should start a YouTube channel. If it's not for making money on all that, just to do it so you leave a legacy for anybody that wants to watch what you did or you want to watch what you did. That's why I say YouTube is one of the best legacy levers that you can have. So that's why we started YouTube, to chronicle what we were doing around Disney, on Disney property. I became a cast member. I'm still a cast member. Absolutely love it. Then we started documenting our trips, and then our daughters got involved in some of the videos, and their husbands got involved in some of the videos, and then we got travelers being involved in the videos, and it just has snowballed. Big snowball. I mean, we got a group cruise coming up. It's unbelievable what has happened in my life as well as Michelle's life in the past 5 years. It's just, there's so many things that have happened, and luckily enough, I've gotten those 5 years recorded. Wish now I could have got the other 45 years recorded, but you know what? It's better late than never. So that's why I'm here today. I'm going to ask you guys, as I was watching this YouTube video, also listen to the song Edmund Fitzgerald. You guys probably know that song. Most of you our age know that song, about the Great Lakes. And then I got to wondering, wait a minute. What do you still want to do, Todd? Where do you want to go? What do you want to see? I have given, and I know you guys have given, a lot of time and currency to Walt Disney World, which I have. And I've loved every minute of it, loved every penny of it, trust me. But then I got to thinking, where would you like to go? So that's why I watched the Germany, the Switzerland, Norway, the Netherlands, the Orient. There's places I know, and I have now come to realize I may never see in my lifetime. Saddens me, but I understand that. So then I started wondering, okay, it's kind of like the bucket list. What's your list, Todd? What do you want to see? What do you want to do? It's like cruising. I never thought I would love cruising. As you can see, all the ships there. Getting ready to add the Star Princess up there. Got 2 more ships I wasn't able to get because it was during the shutdown times and they didn't have the models of the ships, so I got to get those. Got another ship coming up in March that I get to go on, and I realized as a cruiser, I am a ship cruiser and I am a destination cruiser. I don't have to be on the same cruise line. I don't have to be on the same ship. I want to go on a different ship. I want to see different things. I have never seen a Great Lake. Never been near a Great Lake, never seen a Great Lake. And I know some of my, our traveling family up in Ohio would like go, how's that happen? How do you not see a Great Lake? It's the same way it happens when I see people walking into Magic Kingdom and they're 75 years old and it's the first time they've ever been in the Magic Kingdom. I've never seen the Great Lakes, so I would love to go to the Great Lakes. Then I found out there's cruises on the Great Lakes. Well, that makes sense. Let's take a cruise on our Great Lake. And then I was like, well, where else would you like to go? We've lived in Oregon. Me and Michelle have lived in Oregon. And trust me, those memories are such core memories for me and Michelle. I wish we could have recorded all of those way back. And that was 33 years ago, but I can remember them like they were yesterday. So that's what I'm talking about, making a list. So I started making a list of 2025 on my little pad here of things we have done. I put it on my list and I went month by month. Okay, what did you do? And I was like, we've done a couple of this. And then I started listing it all down. I was like, oh my gosh, we've done a lot in 2025 and a year ain't even over. We still got more things to do. So I'm gonna start keeping a journal of that. So I think I'm gonna get me a journal book to start keeping all this stuff in. So then that way I know what's happening and I can say, I think it's been a fantastic life. So that's my question to you guys today as you're watching this. I don't know if you're watching it with your Saturday morning coffee because I'm releasing this at 7 a.m. in the morning, which is something I never do. Or if you're catching it in the afternoon, or if you're catching it next Thursday or Tuesday or Wednesday. But when you guys are watching this, I, with all the bottom of my heart, highly suggest you do the same thing. Record your life in some way. So the memories are always there. That's what you want. You want to remember. And like I tell a lot of people, man, I wish I could remember my 40s. Wish I could remember my 30s. They happened so quick and went by so fast that I went from a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old to a 34-year-old and a 31-year-old. And it was like that. And I'm like, I wish a lot of that I could remember more and more of that. So do a journal, do a list, do whatever it takes. But then I want to say, what is on your list? What do you want to do? What do you still want to see? Where do you still want to go? who do you still want to be? Because you may not be who you want to be right now. So, like mine, I would love to go see the Great Lakes. I would love to go see Versailles. I would love to go to Tokyo Disney. I would love to go to Euro Disney, European Disney, Disney France, whatever they want. I think it's even changing names again one more time. I'd love to go see that. Love to go to Germany, Austria. Would love to see all that. Definitely want to see the fjords in Norway. Got to get to Alaska. That is Michelle's #1 bucket list. So I think an Alaskan cruise will be in the works for next year to make sure she gets to see that. She's always wanted to see the Northern Lights. Want to figure out how to take her to see the Northern Lights. Want to see the northern coastline. We've been to Manhattan. Manhattan is my favorite city in the world. Absolutely love Manhattan. Could go there every day, all day. I don't have a problem with Manhattan. That's just one of those places I don't think I could go enough to find out everything about it. So one of my favorite places to go. But I'd love to take a cruise from New York up through Nova Scotia, Maine, all that up there. You know, like the Foliage Cruise or something like that. We want to do another group cruise next year. We're not sure where we want to go yet, but if you got any recommendations, leave it in the comments down below if you'd like to join us. We are having so much fun on this group cruise that we're putting together, and it's all starting to come together. And we have 20 plus myself, me and Michelle, and 18 others, so 20 of us on board the Star Princess, and it's going to be a great time. It's going to be our very first group cruise, and it's kind of exciting that we were able to start a channel. And this was one of my goals in the beginning, to do a group cruise. And I know a lot of channels do a group cruise, and I just like, hey, let's try a group cruise. Let's say, and everybody's like, well, why don't you go Disney? Well, Disney doesn't do group cruises. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. They do other things, but they don't do group cruises. So, plus this is an inaugural cruise. But anyway, it's another cruise, but it's another cruise line. So yes, I love cruising Disney. I love cruising Celebrity. I love cruising Virgin Voyages, even Margaritaville. It was an experience, and I've got it all on camera. I gotta know what it was like. I've got this ship right there, so every time I look at it, I can go watch a video. So that's why I'm begging you. If you don't want to do a YouTube channel, if you don't want to record anything, everybody asks me, what do you use? I use my phone. That's all I use. That's all I've ever used. And it's not that difficult. At least record it and save it on files so you can go back and look at this stuff. It's the best thing I've ever done. The best thing Michelle ever made me do, the best thing we've ever done, is to be able to chronicle. And now that I'm starting to keep a journal of what we've done, hopefully I've got a lot of years left ahead of me. But you never know. And that's the thing about it. You just never know. So make the most of it as the best we can, is all we can do. So now you know some of my list. Let's see. Oh wait, I would love to go to Canada. Never been to Canada. Where would I want to go in Canada? Where would you recommend I want to go? I think Quebec would be a neat city to see in Canada. There is a restaurant in, it was actually 3 restaurants I want to go to. The French Laundry out in California, and then Alinea up in Chicago. And then there's also a Per Se, I believe it's in New York, but it's also the chef of French Laundry, if I'm not, Thomas Keller. I like to go to both of those restaurants, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to check into that. You guys can, I'm sure you'll correct me if I'm wrong on that, but love to go to those 3 Michelin star restaurants. So I think we're going to start expanding our horizons a little bit. It's time that we find out what else is out there in the world. Love to do a transatlantic cruise from Europe back to the States. That just sounds fun. There's so many things, and if you don't write them down and if you don't put them on paper, you have a tendency to forget. So yeah, I know I've been rambling on, and this is just a video. It's not out in the park. It's not in Epcot. It's not Disney. It's not the giant croissant that everybody is trying. I understand that. It's just a video for me to talk to you so you can remember to document everything. Even if you're older than I am, which even I'm 50, I'll be 59 in November. If you're younger than me, I implore, please, please, please document. I'm telling you to document everything now. It is so well worth it because, like I said, one day you have a 3-year-old and then you have a 31-year-old, and it's amazing how quickly time flies. But it is amazing how great a life one has when they put it down on paper. And I've always been that way. I'm very positive. My childhood made me be positive. I had to be positive. And a lot of you travelers see that and recognize that and say something about it, and I appreciate that. But there's enough negative in the world. We do not need to be negative. There's just no reason. It's just we're here for positivity. We're here for fun. We're here for documentation of our lives and what's going on and sharing it with you guys. We love to share it with you guys. So I just wanted to get on here and say hello. I want to say thank you so much for being part of our traveling family. I want to know over on our Traveling Around Disney family page on Facebook, give me your list. Give me your list here. Comment. That's what it's all about. Interaction with each other. I still say that. Meeting you in the park, saying hello. I am here because of you guys. And that's plain and simple. The only, if it wasn't for you guys, I would still have all this stuff up on YouTube. Nobody'd see it. My daughters would watch it once in a while. My son-in-laws would watch it once in a while. But at least it'd be there. At least the legacy would be there. So maybe in the future, somebody would watch it and say, man, that's what Rivers of America used to look like. This is what it looks like now. This is what is happening now. Look at what Versailles used to look like. Look what it looks like now. I never knew the Hall of Mirrors was actually a courtyard that they closed in, but that's the kind of stuff I watch on YouTube. So I know I'm just rambling on. It's an early morning for some of you guys that are watching this. I hope you're having a great cup of coffee. I know I am. But thank you so much for being part of our traveling family. Thank you for everything you do for us. Thank you for all your support, your comments, your likes, anything that you guys have done for us. I just want to thank you so much. And I cannot wait to see where this channel goes and where the future takes me and Michelle and my family and takes our traveling family. And just thank you from the bottom of my heart once again to all of you guys out there. So travelers, like we always say, until next time, Traveling Adventure is out there.